Angus. Okay. This is the deck that got second in the last, the first Immortal Championship. This hand is about as good as we get game one in this matchup. This matchup's kind of hard for us. That being said, we definitely want to have Chlorophyllia to kind of propel ourselves. That also being said, we did lose the coin flip here, which is real bad for us. That's a Bolt Spasm on 1, so on a scale of 1 to dead, we're probably pretty dead. This deck's got a lot of very polarizing matchups. That's how we would describe it. It's either a strong favorite or a heavy dog, regardless of what your opponent's playing. Yep. Alright, let's play this, then do this, and then pass the turn. Down to 6 resources in our deck. We're taking 8 at a minimum next turn. Sure. It's 11 damage between friends, really. Just gonna go ahead and pack that in. So, when we reserves against the Angus deck, we basically bring in our entire reserves. We cut our combo pieces and the slower bits here. We bring in basically everything. That's 62. Need a couple more cuts. Maybe I don't need both time ripples. Cut a change course. Cut a time ripple. I think I want 3 change courses. Cut a song. We basically board into like a Sapphire Wild mid-range deck post reserves in this matchup. We don't do our neat combo-y things. This hand's probably shouldn't be a keep, but it's got all the cards we want in it. It just needs some wild threshold, so I'm sure we're about to brick a die here. Oh yeah, at least we get some redraws, I guess. Sure. Hey, look at that. We get to keep playing Hex. God bless. Alright, let's put this in. Let's go ahead and play this out. Gain 4. Put these 2 back in my deck. If we draw a wild threshold naturally next turn and get to Karn, we could be in an okay spot. But if we have to change course for it, yeah, just double Bolt Spasm both games. It's so good against us. Alright, we really need to hit the wild threshold now so we can Karn these nerds. Alright, well, you know, we tried. Wow, what a tilt. I guess we're taking change course. So we could try get a bunch of looks at a wild threshold again next turn. Taking 8 here. And when this Carnasaurus gets burned, we'll just concede. Alright, grab that. Wow, no burn, no fireball. So you're saying there's a chance. Put the Karn and the Focus back in, I think. Yeah, let's do Karn Lullaby. Still in a good bit of trouble here. You get to eat one of these things. We're probably gonna get like Matriarch or Mama and just another Outlaw. Yep. Well, I didn't have it last turn, so see if they drew it. I'm gonna verdict the Ancient Kings this time around. Yeah. We're probably just dead to a resource though here. Matchup's not good. That's why we have 13 cards on the board to try and help it, but a lot of times you just end up dying anyways. Yeah, so we're dead. We take 8 and then 3 from their champion power and die. Alright. Let's queue another one. Maybe we get a good matchup this time. And that's what you're signing up for. If you don't like losing to Angus, you should definitely not play this deck. Definitely not play this deck. Dude, that one's charging. Why are we so squeaky? Oh, we just missed the draft, didn't we? That's sad. You missed the draft, Declan! Angus and Bombus want to try and dodge the Ruby aggressive decks with this, which probably, honestly, makes this deck really awful for trying to grind tickets with, right? Because, like, there's a lot of Ruby aggressive decks in the Immortal queue, it feels like. Bye. Make Immortal Burgle Durdle. I mean, the Durdle decks never beat what we're doing, right? And, like, the Blood decks have been really successful in Immortal. As a whole, like, the Blood decks are particularly good in Immortal, so... The only Blood deck I'm really kind of afraid to face with this Witcher Moon deck is the Terror Mill deck that I've played a little bit. Probably a bad matchup for it just because, like, they have a combo finish and they have, like, Inquisitions and Verdicts. Like, that takes a lot of time to set up, right? Hex doesn't actually have anything that's that stupid to reanimate. We've got, like, Charge Colossus, but that's about it. We actually don't really care about Fentio. The only thing that Fentio does that we care about is it makes our change courses and our peaks slightly worse because we see eggs inside of them, but like... Squishy! With the 9-month resubscription. Thank you and welcome. I do appreciate it. 9 months in a row. It's a long time, 3/4 of a year. Because basically, like, how this deck plays out, you're not a traditional control deck. You're basically a fog combo deck. So, like, putting a bunch of Tarantulas in play, you really don't care about. Because, like, you have to, like, be fogging their attacks every turn anyways. So, you might as well... Marty. I don't know that we're going to be able to... We'll try one more after this, but if it's just mono Ruby decks like this is a good deck for a tournament, which is why I top 8'd with it. It is not a good deck for farming tickets with for so many reasons. I heard your deck likes mono Ruby matchups. Marty with the daggers. This is pretty easy mulligan here, just like, yeah, we wouldn't even keep that. We need a Chlorophyllia in the opener, and we have a Chlorophyllia in the opener, so like this is the best we could hope for. We're on the draw again, which kind of sucks. Marty is playing Urgdoc. It is a 17 health champion that for 2 charges gives a troop +1 power permanently. It's generally like a 31 drop dot deck. This matchup is a little bit more winnable for us than the Angus deck because Lullaby is very good against the Urgdoc deck. Like, they're trying to kill us with troops as opposed to having reach as well. So when our Lullabies are more impactful, we have a better chance. That's 4-1 that's stacking me. We're still going to board in 12, 13 cards here, but it's slightly less bad. If we were on the play with this Chlorophyllia into, like, some draw cards, maybe we'd be okay, but you're just going to put, like, 4 more power into play here? No! Alright, and we hit the Lullaby. Okay, Huh. I think I'm just going to Lullaby this turn. It takes the extra power off of this because Lullaby reverts it. I feel like they have the your one cost troops get +1/+1 here. Because otherwise, like, what else could they have in hand? I guess they could have either resources. Give this rage, give this rage. Rats. So he's got another orc in his hand. I wanted this one to get rage because I'm about to Lullaby. This lets me champ power next turn too, which is nice. I think I'm just gonna Oracle Song here. Be resource efficient. Although I guess I can Chlorophyllia into Peak now. Yeah, I'm gonna Chlorophyllia into Peak now because this lets me represent a. This lets me represent a Lullaby and have a chance to Oracle Song into the Lullaby that I'm putting back into my deck now. Sorry for the small choke there on the stream. My Comcast does not seem to like Friday mornings. I think last Friday we had a couple of chokes too. God, I can't wait till I have fiber. Please, Metronet, if you're out there, build the lines faster. Harder, better, faster, stronger, more than every hour after hour. It is never over. Yeah, I dropped some frames, Klutz. Comcast decided to drop it like it was hot. This is 3-9. Just put me to 8. Sure. Sure. Kill me, Marty. Kill me! I have prepared my body. Yeah, I already put in a thing to get the service as soon as it's available in my area, Klutz. I guess we'll take a Zodiac Divination. We'll need that at some point. Need a fog. Hey, look! It's a fog. It's a me, Fog you. Let's put the Peak and the Oracle Song back into my deck, because I would not mind redrawing them. Now we are on the Lullaby Mastery of Time every turn or die, which, you know, it's a spot we get into fairly often with this deck. Thankfully, next turn we get like 4 looks at another Lullaby, so that's nice. Oh, we get 5 because this draws us a card, so. And we get 2 looks at a Mastery of Time. Ding, ding, ding. This one's actually a touch awkward, drawing it right now. We kind of wanted to draw it with the Zodiac Divination. Hopefully we hit a resource next turn. Resource is exactly what we want there. I'm going to go ahead and play this Academy of Cerulea out, I think. Fireball, Fireball, Fireball. There doesn't actually play Fireball. They play Burn and Scorch usually. It's rude, Marty. I guess we could get quad burned out of the game. Well, I might have to cut this Friday stream slot if it's Comcast is going to keep just like sucking a fat one during it. I'm pretty sure I have to just Lullaby here. I could be kind of a greedy and like time ripple this back to their hand and like hope that that's good enough. We get 2 looks at a Mastery of Time here. Cyclone Shaper. I think I'd rather take the Well of Instinct here, actually. I'm going to go ahead and Chant Power these 2 back into my deck. Then we'll play this out. We've got 3 looks at a Mastery of Time, or a Lullaby here. Arcane Focus is a redraw. I believe this means we are dead. I guess I can pass the turn here, and technically we could Time Ripple this and not die, but like Crushing Blows are gonna kill us, Burn Scorch is gonna kill us. A lot of things end up with us getting dead here. Alright, kill me, Marty. Oh. Just a triple Scorch. There's Lasgars in his deck? Good God. That's rude. I wasn't playing Lasgars in my configurations. Oh, do not want to board Lullaby out. Zodiac Divination's good to go. Change Course can go, and Oracle Song can go. Verdict's actually not that great in this matchup, so maybe I don't want that. Time Ripple's a touch better. Need the Change Course, maybe. I think this is fine. I was not expecting Lasgar. Not that we could do anything to play around it there, but... is what it is, what it is. He probably could have won that game on the play, too, which is the kind of frustrating part. He definitely... it's a bad matchup, and, like, losing the coin flip makes it worse. Sure, but like every card like that you're adding to your deck like has a very real cost, and it's not going to be free until the mid to late game. And like by the time it's free, you can never attack into the bigger troops, so like you can't consistently be triggering it a lot of the time. Like if your opponent just like plays a Crusader turn 3 on the play, you're just like never activating your Lasgar. Oh, so his configuration is fairly different than mine. He's got Scapegoats and crap in his deck too. The Lasgars make more sense with the Scapegoats. So this is nothing like the build I was playing then. Question is, what do we want to do next turn? It might just be Shard of Instinct, Oracle Song, and then Chant Power the Oracle Song on the Chlorophyllia back in my deck, honestly. See what they play out here. They play out 2 more idiots. Maybe we want a Lullaby. Maybe. Ember Spire Witch. Yeah, I don't really care about that. So, I think I'm just going to Oracle Song here. Or I could play Wrathwood Master Moss, because it's a 5/5. That's, yep. So, Wrathwood Master Moss here. 5/5. When it dies, it turns into a 2/2. When this 2/2 deals damage to my opponent, we turn it back into the 5/5. So, this is the post-board plan, is play 4-cost 5/5s and block. Turn 3 5/5 is everything we want to be doing in life. What you got? What you got? What you got? Seeing Red. Man, he must not have board cards to bring into this matchup if they've got Seeing Red and Post Reserves against, like, the 4X Lullaby deck. There could be Riposte in their board. Oracle Song's a great hit here, especially, or sorry, Slow Shards, or non-Slow Shards a great hit here, because this way we could Oracle Song and still hold Lullaby up. I have to leave this back, I think, just in case my opponent has a Riposte here. Yeah, screw it. If they have a Riposte, we're probably dead anyways. So if they go Goat with Riposte, we are literally dead. But we're, like, effectively dead if they have the Riposte regardless, I think. So might as well just, like, ship in and hope they don't have it. You should only play around things you could actually beat. Is just, like, a good life motto, really. So if you can't beat it anyways, don't bother playing around it. Oh, God bless. Look at that. Take the big 0 ball. Sure, you got a Bolt Spasm. Sure, you got a Bolt Spasm. What we get? Yeah, the illusion of choice. I'm gonna attack with this, I think. Ah, the part where the Ruby deck thinks about blocking for a second. Wow, we did. Okay, sweet. Uses Mastery of Time as, like, draw a card, untap my troop. You're so mean, Klutz. I don't know about grinding. We're playing Immortal. I don't know that you can constitute Winterboot as grinding, though. Like, that's a little bit of a loose definition. I'll leave these nerds back here. We're only at 10. Alright, scoreboard. We got a game. We got a game against one of the Ruby aggressive decks. Now we get to play a game on the draw and die in a fire, I assume. You can help? Bye. I mean, this is like as good as we could get, right? Chlorophyllia on 2, never gonna mulligan. By that I mean we're about to die in a fire. Who doesn't love dying in a fire? This guy loves dying in a fire. Okay? Okay, Sue. So you're saying there's a chance I have a turn 3 Master Moss on the draw. By that I mean turn 3 Master Moss on the draw is way too slow. Way too slow. Has a second shard. Probably could never win. Hey, but we could draw like running lullabies here. Just casually attack you with a 5-2 on the second turn of the game. Yeah! My combo is way too clunky for this. I guess I could ripple, right? I guess that's the line. Like, put this back in your hand, continue to pray on my side of the table. I guess I have 3 looks at a... I have 3 looks at a Carnasaur. I get to ripple this, then I have a draw step plus a focus. Oh, God. Despite all the rage, it is still a fierce warlord in a cage. Someone will say what is lost can never be saved. I think I can find a lullaby on this too. Alright, we got draws here, people. I want everyone to just calm down, okay? We've got draws. We can die more slowly. I promise. I don't know about win the game, but lose more slowly is definitely an option. Eight good cards to find here. 50 hits. Ah! This is gonna be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then dead to anything. So yep. All right, we'll try one more. Try and find a. The good news is I'm not gonna have to worry about playing mirror matches because there's no way anyone plays this deck after watching these videos. 0.5% chance. Oh. The draft is at 4 of 8 again. Maybe we should just cut our losses in draft. If you're looking for a deck to grind Immortal tickets with, this is not it. This makes me wish Immortal Gauntlets existed, because, like, this would probably be a great deck for... This would probably be a great deck for playing Gauntlets with, because it's very reasonable, and, like, there'd be less Mono Ruby decks if they were Gauntlets. People would have to spend money to play them. Instead of just firing it up. Good games, Marty. I appreciate you coming to slaughter us. Yeah, let's just cut our losses.